How you doing today?
All right, how are you?
I am doing well, thank you. Taking me to the middle of nowhere, Hopkins.
No, really, I'm really at the tip. There's really no man. I mean, the middle of nowhere, Hopkins. I'm not out there.
You're not quite that far out
No.
there. So you work there?
I do.
You do. Tell me what is the most challenging part of your work there?
People that come in and don't go back.
Come in and don't go back. Come in and don't come back?
Yeah.
They show up for one visit and leave.
And then don't come back. Yeah, it's rough. Especially when it's young people.
Yeah. They are, is that court mandated or is it voluntary?
It's both.
It's both. Now, the ones that are court mandated, do they generally follow the rules and return, or
Yeah.
it's just the other ones that
Yeah.
are voluntary don't necessarily?
It's not usually voluntary. I think it's parents or
Oh, yeah.
girlfriends, somebody, and they're just not ready yet.
Now, is that strictly counseling there, or is it methadone clinic?
It's methadone.
Methadone, okay. I pick up people and drop people off. There, I've done quite a few times, and then there's that other one out there on Lawton Court.
In West Columbia?
And yeah, close to Lexington, yeah.
Yeah. Yep, right now it's a scary time with the crazy stuff that's on the streets.
Oh, the fentanyl?
It's not fentanyl, it's Xylazine.
What is it called?
Xylazine?
Xylazine.
It is a horse and elephant tranquilizer
Oh.
that they're mixing with fentanyl, and it basically turns you into a zombie.
Huh.
I mean, like literally a zombie, because it causes necrosis. Even if you're not injecting it, it will eat you from the inside out.
Oh, really?
And it makes you, like, it's a tranquilizer, so you'll just, like, be nodded out in crazy positions.
Huh.
Because you just kind of, like, go out.
Right.
It's horrible. It's real bad.
Is that prevalent in this area?
Yes. Extreme. Well, it's prevalent everywhere now. It's mixed in with fentanyl.
And where does it come from?
Southeast Asia, I believe.
Southeast Asia. Okay.
The powder form of it, because most of the veterinary clinics here have a liquid form of it that's not viable.
Right. It'd be,
So what the
they'd
street...
be dead right away if they took that stuff from the
Yeah,
street.
and it can't mix with powder as well.
Right.
So the street version of it, I think, is coming from Asia. And it also makes people have horrible wounds. Like if you get a cut, it won't heal, and it just kind of like causes wounds. It's bad.
Right.
It's very bad. Yeah.
You get, is that strictly for the facility you work at? Is it for, opioid type
Yeah.
addictions?
Yep. Exactly.
Not for like marijuana.
No. I mean, of course there's people in there that smoke, but it's basically for I mean, that's what the medication treats, an opiate withdrawal.
Right.
I just started. I've only been there for 2 weeks, so I'm just
2 weeks
learning
and-
the ropes
and
now.
you're-
Yeah.
And you already know, okay, this and this is not good.
Yeah, but because the videos we have to watch, it's crazy what's going on right now.
Right.
There's a lot that I did not know, and I have 2 teenagers, so now I'm scared to death.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, right? You get exposed to that, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, your eyes are open to things that you just did not know were going on.
When I was kids, we didn't mess with opioids at all. I
Yeah.
have cousins that got addicted to heroin, but I never messed with it at all.
It is extremely, like, they have songs about using hard drugs now. There is this generation of young kids coming up, they just don't have there is no.
Right.
When I was young, there was people that did hard drugs, but it was taboo. You didn't like talk about it. You would, you know what I mean? It would be those people over there, not.
Yes.
Now it's like you can walk through the halls talking about pills you popped last night, and nobody will look at you like you're crazy. There's a whole lot of rappers that rap about hard drugs, lean, and like opiates. And a whole generation of young kids that are on methamphetamines, and like, I just don't.
That's a whole other deal, right?
That's very, very, very hard on your body. That has people coming in that are in their 20s looking like they're in their 50s and have lived a hard life.
Right.
And it makes you get an odd color to your skin, I'm noticing.
Huh. What, like a pale grayish, or?
Yeah, it's like not white. I mean, it's white, but it's not like how you have a tan. It's South Carolina. It's the summer. White people shouldn't be ghostly white still, you know?
Right. Of the participants of your program, what percentage do you think are return customers? As far as like, they'll go through the entire program, whatever that is, they'll be off of whatever kind of opioids or drugs for an X amount of period. What would you consider a period of time that someone would be, quote unquote, no longer an abuser?
I don't really know that yet, because it's kind of like a maintenance program, I guess. So people come in there, and the methadone actually is an opiate.
Right. Without the high, right?
Exactly. So it's an opiate, and it's an opiate blocker is what they call it. It attaches itself to endorphin receptors just like an opiate would, but it doesn't have the high.
Right.
Excuse me. So I don't know. I don't really know yet how many people have been successful. That's a good question. I want to know what the
success rate of the program
is. I know there's a lot of people that have been coming there for years and years and years. We tried it. You're supposed to suggest 1 year, because the people that come can kind of decide if they don't want to come any. Like, you can get weaned down. But it's recommended to be on it for a year.
Methadone?
Yeah, so that your body can readjust to.
Right, and then so it's less and less and less and less over
a
period of that year.
Yep.
Okay. Till finally, I guess they get
0.
Yeah, nothing.
So it's a good program, because at least you know what you're doing. It's probably not the best course of action. The best course would be just cold turkey, I'm sure.
Right.
But as far as not returning and being able to handle, and it's a lot safer.
Right. Now, do you have to have some sort of degree to work there?
I just have a 2-year degree. I have an associate degree, and actually I was a computer major. So I guess not, yeah.
You were not in the addiction field?
No, not at all. In fact, well, I'm a little bit of nepotism, I guess, because I have an aunt that works there as well.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if I'm the same case for everybody, but I came in because they needed their computer set up.
Right.
And I just kind of stayed.
That worked out.
Yeah, they just got new software about 3 weeks ago, and nobody could get anything going, so.
Now, is that facility, is it a government-funded thing? Or
No, it's a private fund. I'm pretty sure that they do get grants, though.
Okay.
Because I know that they have a grant program, because it costs money to come there.
Okay.
And people that can't afford to pay it, there is a grant program for them. So they're getting some kind of funding.
Right. So where'd you work before this?
For the school district.
The school district.
Yeah, I worked for the schools for years.
You're local?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right down the street from my house, there's a high school.
Okay.
Yep, I started out as a sub and then I went into administration there. The Lyft that came to take me to work this morning, I wasn't ready, so I had him wait for a couple minutes. And he was like, the morning time is the busy time, and I have to be there at 5, so this is like 4:40 in the morning.
Right. He was
Apparently,
not having the wait time.
Yeah,
right?
that.
Yeah.
But he was like, he makes money. Like, I'm seriously thinking about.
Yeah. No, actually, I canceled on 2 people this morning because they didn't come out within there's a 5-minute period, right? And I can't sit there. I don't know when they're coming out, right? They say I'm coming out, but they don't come out. So it's like, sorry, I have to cancel. I can't wait all morning.
Yeah, because you're missing money in the meantime.
Yeah, we're not getting paid. We get paid very little to sit and have the wheels not spinning. So it's like, sorry, I wish I could wait for you, but I can't afford it. I need to have the wheels move.
You are the first guy, like, this is the first one that I've ever seen with a camera in it. That is such a good idea.
You know, speaking of which, so I have a YouTube channel. Would you be okay if I put this conversation on YouTube?
Oh, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, I have 2 cameras. I got this one here. This was for the YouTube, and then there's this one here, which does inside and outside the vehicle.
Yeah. You know that in South Africa, I guess, like Cape Town, one of my friends she lives in South Africa, and they always have the driver get out and open the trunk before she'll get in an Uber because they have so many people that have people in their trunk and they come through the back seats.
What?
Yeah, kidnapping is a very bad problem in Ubers for like sex trafficking and stuff. They just take people. So yeah, before she gets in an Uber over there, she always checks the trunk.
Wow.
We were talking about how I would never say, hey, let me look in your trunk real quick. That's just not something that we would do here. But that's common course over there, I guess.
Wow. That's crazy. And my wife, she travels a little bit for work. And, you know, going to and from the airport mainly, she'll use a Lyft to get to the airport back. She always does the share my ride deal with me, so that I can know when she get in the ride. She's like, I don't trust anybody.
Yeah, you can't trust anybody. I liked seeing the camera when I got in here because that lets people know that you're going to be accountable for whatever you do while you're in here.
For sure. And then there's a new one out. I might actually look into it. It's a cloud-based, where it actually sends the video straight to the cloud, so that if someone were to say rob me, right? And then they take the camera.
Oh, you would still have the footage.
Still have the footage, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, and somebody else could download the footage as well. Like, you could share that footage without having to...
Yeah.
You could call somebody and be like, look, that's a great idea.
And it only costs $10 a month, which is not bad.
Not at all.
A little bit of extra security.
See, you're right at the tip, because we're like 3 minutes from my house right now. There is some real Hopkins out there.
I've been out there.
Yeah.
Where you're going through dirt roads and stuff. It's like, every time I see Hopkins come up, I go, oh no, I want to take that ride. But yeah, this one is not so bad. It's not that far out. It's still on paved roads.
Yeah. Half of my neighborhood is Columbia. I just happen to be on the Hopkins side.
Oh, okay.
I think we're like right on the line of where the city starts. Columbia's got weird borders because up there, like the road we just came off of, part of that was Columbia, then it turns into Hopkins, and then Columbia picks up again on the other side of my neighborhood. Like I said, it's just got weird borders, I guess.
Yeah. They're not. They're.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do that with some of the county lines as well. It's like, what? How'd this county get right here?
Yeah, Richland County is one of them. Richland County has very strange borders.
Yeah.
They need to be cleaning this up. I'm quite sure they're not supposed to leave big, huge piles of grass on the street like that.
Never gonna do to anybody, especially anybody on a motorcycle.
Yeah, I'm about to call the ombudsman right now because this is ridiculous, man. I don't know how much they got paid for this.
Yeah.
Probably a whole lot.
Yeah, how we think, right? It's a government contract.
Yeah, I'm about to call the ombudsman right now. You think I'm playing? I'm dead serious. This is ridiculous. This is why nobody wants to come out here. They need to take care of us just like they do the other neighborhoods.
Yeah.
They got a repaving contract for this neighborhood, and you'll see. They only did 3 of the streets.
Huh.
I'm quite sure they got paid for the whole neighborhood, though. I doubt very seriously they got paid to do 3 streets.
Yeah. There you go. They stopped right here, huh?
Yeah, and see, they did come through and fill the potholes and stuff, and they had graded the street, but then they never did anything else to it. It just didn't make any sense. It looked like it was a half of a job. I don't know. I've never been on a street crew or anything, but I knew what I was looking at. I was looking at unfinished work. I know what it looked like when it started.
Yeah.
My messy house. I thank you very much. What's your name?
My name is Ron.
What's the YouTube channel?
It's called Rideshare with Ron.
Rideshare with Ron. I'm going to check it out.
All right. Subscribe.
Thank you. You have a great day. I will.
Okay.
Have a good day.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.